Well, good morning and welcome back to more Crescent Island. Let's see how things have developed since we've been away. They're back. The whole seems to be in one piece. Well, of course, a little ice isn't going to hurt it one bit. Captain Weiss, about that book from Euphotoma. I built an engine for you, using the plans in that book. Until now, you haven't been able to fly above or below clouds because of the pressure. But now that's not a problem. You'll be able to fly over mountains and beneath large islands. You'll be flying all over the damn place. Yeah. Oh, that's great. When can you install it? I'll install it tomorrow morning at the crack of dawn. With that new engine, we'll be able to travel more places than ever before. Yeah. Alright, to the meeting room. Let's decide what to do next. Sweet. Alright. Now, I don't think there's a whole lot new to see here in Crescent Island, actually. Like, the shops aren't going to have anything new. The, ancient canon and all that good stuff, that's pretty much the best stuff that we're ever going to get from these guys, for example. I don't think this is ever going to change. Let's just head back out here. The only shops that will really change here are the artisan shops that we can get throughout the game. Like Osmond's shop, for example. We can continue to upgrade that one a little bit. Not very much, but a little bit. Speaking of which, her shop should be upgraded since the last time I saw her, so let's check that real quick here. I believe it should just be through here. Yeah, this is a much better looking stall. Take a look around, I've got items galore. Alright, what do you got? So now they're going to have Pyrem boxes and Crystalline boxes. Okay, so now she's going to sell the top tier of boxes, which is really cool. I'm pretty happy about that. I am kind of interested in getting some of these. Electrum was actually far more useful than I thought it would be. I'm not going to worry about this right now. I probably, at some point, should really organize stuff, but I feel so lucky to be part of your crew. There's not quite as many men like you in the world anymore. Just give me the sign, I'll show you how womanly I can be. Okay. You need to not. Let's just get the heck out of here. I am, 16 in this game. Alright. Yeah, and we got the living quarters upgraded by what's his face, and we got by Ismail. Let's keep remodeling some of the buildings. Why not? Khalifa's tent. Oh, you know what? Let me think it over. What can you do? Oh, decorate the island. Cool. I want a fountain. I want to praise the moons. Heck yeah. Alright. Since she's doing that, you go ahead and rebuild Khalifa's tent. Oh, you can also decorate the island. Okay. Oh, you can remodel the fountain, but not as strongly. But you can sculpt a relief, so let's do that. I can sculpt the face of one of you into the wall over the pond. So whose do you want? Okay, so we have Ika's flag. Let's get Fina's face. Alright. Probably should have done Vice, actually, just because I know what that fountain ends up looking like, but that's okay. And we should also had her rebuild the inn here, or the tavern, in the style of Euphotoma. Now that I've got a kitchen, just need some cooking supplies. I can get everything I need for 1,000 gold. Sure. I'll be able to open my kitchen in a little while. And then we also have you, if I can talk to you. Heard that Polly's got her own tavern back in her hometown. It's really something else. Cool. Can I talk to you from this side of the counter? Can I do anything with you? Apparently not. Okay, well. Figured this place would be more depressing than Esperanza, but you got a good variety of food and drinks. Doing a great job. Oh, that's right. She's even got a little dress. Traditional clothes for Euphatoman women when they have celebrations. I'd like to wear this while dancing, but it doesn't move well enough. She said she'd need 500 gold to fix it. Go for it. Yeah, so we can fix her dress, and then she'll start dancing in our town again. So that's pretty neat. And I believe Moegi is still hanging out over here. Yep. Should I stay like this forever? Sure thing. Alright, and there is a little bit else we can do in terms of like customizing the island. Not a whole lot though. Found some islands where some really interesting animals live. Where's this island? Heh, it's a secret. Well, if you're interested in animals, I can bring some back. I'll take 500 gold to pay for their food and stuff. You want me to catch some? Go for it. Why not? What kind of animals do you want? So we can get something cute from the east, something colorful from the south, something scary looking from the west. Let's get something colorful from the south. Now, I believe if you get the ones from the east, you end up with those little birds that mimic you, or mimic what you say, which is kind of cute, but not super useful. Actually, none of what we're doing here is useful. The only thing that's useful is upgrading the shops. And I guess also giving money to Polly so that she can cook food. That ends up being pretty useful as well. But like all the rest of this, purely cosmetic. Doesn't do anything, just makes the island look nice. And I do like making the island look nice. Alright. Do you need anything, Tika Tika? No, okay. Well, let's see what we need to do. Alright, we got the purple crystal. Now all that's left is yellow and silver. The Sylvite already have the silver, so we just need to worry about yellow. Yeah, we're actually almost done. We're really far in this game. Wasn't the yellow crystal located in the Maw of Tartarus? Last time we went there, we couldn't get through because of the seal. We've made several unsuccessful attempts at removing the seal. But we might be able to bypass the seal altogether with the new engine. According to the geologists of the Valuan Empire, man, your historians and geologists just know everything about this world. Thank you, Enrique, for explaining things to the audience in some way. Apparently, Valua has known everything about this world since the very beginning. They just haven't been able to confirm any of it. Which is why we get the discoveries instead. The lower layers of the island are filled with cracks and fissures. In other words, there is a whole system of subterranean tunnels running through Valua. All we have to do is fly around underneath and look for an opening. So if we can't get in from the top, we'll try and get in from the bottom. We'll fly below and look for an opening underneath the island. Once we get inside, we should be able to find the crystal. Since we can fly higher and lower than we ever have before, might as well take advantage. Alright, well let's rest up today, and we'll leave for Valua first thing in the morning. Sounds good. Loading. There we go. Maybe. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I do like the little upgrades. Depending on what kind of culture you want, you can have either person upgrade this. So you can have, this is the Western style, I suppose. You could also have the Eastern style of this place as well. Or you can also do the same with the tavern. We've got currently with the Eastern style, you could have the Western style if you prefer. It's just really up to preference. It's all cosmetic. And we got you a good grave here. Please watch over us in our times of need. I like how we've turned this random dude who died on this island into this great figure of reverence for our entire crew. I guess he is a big part of the reason why the main core of the crew reunited. We wouldn't have gotten there without the map. Or the half the map that he was carrying. But, it's just kind of odd to me. But I guess it makes sense, revere the dead and all that. Alright, well, let's save. And let's see what else we got. So we can return to our ship. And now, you can see our little bar on the left there is much, much bigger. So we can now go above the clouds, and we can also go below the clouds. Now, typically speaking, going above the clouds is going to be a lot more helpful because skyrifts tend to still go below, but they don't tend to go above. Same with islands and mountains. They tend to go below, but not above. So we can just kind of use this to get around. Now, there are a number of discoveries in the upper sky and lower sky that I will want to get, but I'm not going to worry about those at the moment. What I want to do, actually, is go back to Galacia and go get that moonfish now that we can. So I'm going to avoid getting any discoveries until that point, and just go and get that moonfish that we missed. Also, while we are here, there are going to be 2 new islands that we can hit up, which will be able to get us 2 new crewmates, so we will hit those along the way. Now, the cool thing about doing this is, while you're up here, you don't get any encounters. You also don't get any encounters in the lower sky either. So, this is how you essentially fast travel in this game. You travel above or below the clouds, and you will not encounter any enemies. But the first place we want to hit up is right here. And while we're here, we can get another jam. So let's see if I can find the bugger. This looks like some sort of power source. Who am I kidding? I have no idea what it does. Okay. Is he here? There we go. So yeah, we get another cham here. And we can talk to this guy. Alchemist. Alright, brief pause because Alyssa came back home. Well, never expect to get visitors out here. My name is Alchemist. I've come to this island to further my studies on various medicines. You're alone here to study. Alright. You're probably right. I've been called strange since I was a kid. I was always asking questions. Why does water float when it freezes? Why is the sky blue? But that calls to mind another question. Why are you here? You want to join my crew? Actually, I'd like you to join my crew. We're in need of a doctor. I'm not a doctor, I'm a chemist. I study medicines and such. I'm very happy that you'd like to take me along, but I'm sorry I can't travel with you. Said your name is Vice, right? What did you want to talk about? Just kind of exploring. I've been living on the island for 10 years, and you're first visitors I've ever seen. I have nothing to offer, but you're free to come visit anytime you wish. Nice to hear another voice every now and then. Are you sure you don't want to join my crew? Alright, fine. I think if we leave and come back and talk to him, then we can get him to join. He does have a specific requirement before he will join you, but we should have already met that requirement. So I think we just needed to leave and come back in, and we'll talk to him again. What's up, buddy? Oh, hey, Vice. What brings you here? Well, are you sure you don't want to join my crew? I mean, I'm not planning to leave the island anytime soon. I was once a nobleman of Valua. I threw that all away in order to come here and pursue my studies, so I have no intention of returning to the world. The only person I will leave this island with is he who has a heart full of wisdom and love. When a man is capable of casting the silver magic Rizalim, I know that that is someone I will follow. We know that spell. Wait, what? You learned that incredibly difficult spell? Well, that means you have a heart full of wisdom and love. I've been waiting for people like you. Take me with you. Cool. So we got Alchemist, the Alchemist, who is an artisan. Alright. I'll check out what he does in a little bit. We do have another person we can recruit as well, so I'll check them both out at the same time. But for right now, I want to continue heading over to Glacia to try and get that moonfish that we missed earlier. And then there will be actually 2 more places I'm going to want to check out up here in the high sky before we start doing discoveries. And I'm not going to do discoveries in this episode, I'll do them in the next one. Just because I think this episode will be long enough without doing discoveries. Also, I'm going to be very careful here, because up here in the high sky is where we can encounter that black pirate, and I don't really want to fight them in this episode. I will want to fight them, just not in this episode. Maybe in the next one while I'm... Oh, that's right, I want to actually be in low sky for this, so let's actually go up a little bit here. Get back to an area where I can get to the low sky. So like here-ish. And we'll just plop on down over here. Bloop. Alright. And then from down here, we should be able to see Glacia just kind of hanging out. Yeah, here we go. So from over here, we can hit the Ruins of Ice. Which brings us in on this specific entry point from which we can get another treasure, which is a moonberry. Fair enough. And there we go. And we get a moonfish. I don't know if it's up or down. It is over here. There we go. Now, if we take this guy, I'm pretty sure it will just take us straight across. In which case, it is not one that I actually want to use, because I just want to go back to my ship. But if it's still here, I can just take it back. There we go. So yeah, I believe there is only 1 moonfish left in the game that we have not already acquired. Which is pretty cool. I think there's only a couple of chams as well. But that does it for the Ruins of Ice. Now there are a couple of other places in High Sky that I want to hit. One of which is going to be back over in Euphatoma. And now that we can go into the High Sky, we can just go over the Dark Rift, which makes exploring pretty nice. But I do need to actually be able to get out of here, so let's find a place where I can go around. Then we'll go up. Get out of the sky here. There we go. And then if we just head actually really either direction, I guess let's head west. Why not? As long as I don't run into that black pirate, I'm perfectly fine just sailing through the western sky here. And I should eventually hit the Dark Rift and just go straight over the top of it. Now you can't go over the Dark Rift. You can't go under the Dark Rift. You can only go over it, just like with other sky rifts. So that is something to be a little bit careful of. Alright. Now, not over here. It's pretty close to Tenku Island, I believe. So we'll go past this guy. Yeah, now that we can do the high sky and low sky, there's a lot of discoveries we can get. There's a lot more. We can explore everything in this world now. I don't want to explore everything in this world yet, but we can. And I believe where I need to go is north of Tenku Island. So we'll just sail on over. Oh, there's a ship over here. Hey, buddy. Oh, that's a discovery. Okay. Well, that's neat, but I don't want to hit it just yet. That island right there is probably also a discovery. We're not going to deal with discoveries right now. So, let's just go north. Here's Tenku Island, and if we keep heading north, we should find another island up here in the sky. At least I believe it's over here, which will let us get our last crewmate. I believe it's up north here. And then the next place we want to hit up, the last place we want to hit up, is also really close to this island. Or it's really close to where we currently are, I should say, at the very least. Let's see, so there's the rift. Now, I might have mistaken. I might be mistaken. Maybe this guy is not quite where I think it is. Alright, well, tell you what. Let's go hit this other spot first, and then I will look up and figure out where I need to go for that other location. Because where we want to be for this other place is just right in the middle of where the Dark Rift converges. We have this little island. Hamacho Island. It is full of Hamachos. And also, it has a champ. Cool. Yep, it's just full of birds. This is the Bird Island. Now, there's not really a whole lot to do here, but this guy... Not the little dudes. Oh, okay. This guy. Chirpy chirp? What do you want, Chirp? Who's this old guy? I'm the Hamacho Hermit, Chirp. I'm their friend and caretaker, Chirp. This is our private paradise. You're invading our privacy. You're really starting to bother me. If you don't leave soon, I'll have to spread rumors about you. So yeah, you can talk to this guy, and he'll give you stats, basically. I'll tell everyone about the way you fight. Oh, I hope you've been brave. First off, the number of times you engaged in battle, be 425. That's average, you can hang with the rest of them. You defeated... Okay, so we need to defeat about 1,000 more enemies to get that particular, Oh, I've only run away one time. I suppose that's acceptable. Been knocked unconscious. A number of times. And rated none. You must be an incredible fighter. You're just too good. Alright. But you can also talk to him about treasure hunting skills. I've got 83% of the treasures. Alright, that's pretty cool. There are some treasures that can't be found once they're passed up. People just gotta know when to give up. And you've caught quite a few fish up until now, too. Okay, I've only caught 110 fish. I'm gonna have to catch 900 more in order to get that particular title. But yeah, you can come talk to this guy and he'll just give you some stats. That's all he does. Alright, well, I'm gonna look up and see where that island is, so waste too much more time, and I'll just meet you guys there. Okay, so I looked it up. It should be pretty much straight east of Hamacho Island, so just kind of like right in the center of this little square right here. So I just need to head to the northeast, and I should run into it. Alright, it is legitimately supposed to be like right where I am, so I don't know what... Oh, it's right there, isn't it? Yep, it's right there. Okay, that was the problem. I kept looking in High Sky. It is not in High Sky. How did I miss this? How did I miss this when I was first exploring this area? Hey, old dude. Even though I don't know you, I sense a deep courage welling inside you. Perhaps you might be worthy of my attention. I am known as Ryukan. I was once known as a swordsmith, but now I'm a lonely hermit. One as old and wise as yourself will probably know this, but these blades I use are called cutlasses. Would you like to accompany me? Lend us your strength and your skill? I sense a great sense of courage from deep within your spirit. You're truly a brave soul. Perhaps you are the person I've been searching for all these years. And I will forge you a blade unlike any in this world. Alright. So he has also joined me as an artisan. In order to get him to join you, you have to have a high enough swashbuckler ranking. That's the requirement. I believe you have to be daring or higher. Obviously, my ranking is plenty high, so he joined me. But when you're first going through Euphotoma, and you're likely to actually encounter this place, which, now that we can see it on the map, is right here, and I guess in Middle Sky, you very well may not end up encountering, have enough ranking. But for the last thing we do here, let's check out the rest of the crew. So, we have now our artisans. We have Alchemist and Ryukan. So, using the crew command, Alchemist will raise the ship's attributes for a short period of time. He'll buff all of our stats. And using crew command, he will raise the ship's attack and defense for a short time. So, he can use a non-magic form of Increm, and I believe this will literally increase our defense, magic defense, dodge, and quick stats, whereas he will do the attack and defense stats. So, as far as I can tell, this is just the better version. So I'm just gonna keep him. I don't plan on really using either of those very much, but they're there, so that's cool. And now we have every person recruited. So I guess we're still Vice the Hero? Weird. I thought I should have that changed to Vice the Charismatic. But maybe I'm not far enough. But regardless, I think we've done plenty in this episode. I'm sure it's gone plenty long. So I will meet you guys in our next one, where we start trying to get some of these discoveries, and maybe fight another Black Pirate. I don't know yet. But we've got a lot of discoveries to get, so it'll honestly probably take a couple of episodes to do so. But I will see you guys then.